Hey guys, welcome to FPL Gameweek 33, and there's not long left of the FPL season of the Premier League. Obviously last week was a double game week, game week 32. This week is another double game week for in 33, which means there's going to be big decisions to be made, who we bring in, who we're captaining, and everything. But looking at the team of the week, Ramsdale 16 points, Share 16 points, Al Nouri 14 points, Ben Johnson 12 points, Trippier 12 points, Barnes 27, Murphy 19, Talali 15, Ensko from Ipswich 13, De Bruyne 12, and Joe Pedro 13. The ins and outs of the week are Saka, Marmoush, Rogers, De Bruyne, Saliba, out Clivert, Palmer, Alney, Gabriel, and Mbemu. Moving into points wise, we had a 76. Something on my screen there. 76 points. Average was 56. Highest was 168. We had Sales in goal, 3 points. Munoz with a -1. Double game week, but they had a big defeat against both teams, against Newcastle and Man City there, which didn't help. Van Dijk 9 points, so close to getting a clean sheet, and that would have really helped. But Liverpool 2-1 scored a goal as well. That's quite good. Dan Burn, unfortunately, 2 points in the first game, 4 in the second. Saka, I rushed the decision on Saka last week. We were deciding whether we were going to start him or leave him on the bench, and we should have benched him for this week. With obviously the Champions League. Bruno 2. Again, United not looking that good. Salah didn't do anything, and we were right to not captain him. But now we're in the position of where our captain on the double game week did well. But how many more chances does Salah get before he starts banging in the 2 goals, the goal, the assist, the hat-trick potential? And that would definitely do some damage if we don't get that right. Jacob Murphy, what a performance from him, especially in the second game. Got assist in the first game, but 1 goal scored, 1 assist, clean sheet, obviously, in the 5-0. Very good performance from him. Rogers 6 points as well in that 3-0 victory. Mateta unfortunately didn't do anything because of minutes, really. That didn't do us that well. And Isaac there, a good performance from him. Potentially could have had a hat-trick in that Crystal Palace game. Just chances were saved by Dean Henderson. And obviously got the assist in the Man United game as well, which meant on the bench Marmoush was 7, which we should have went for over Saka, and Saliba was very rightfully, you could say rightfully, we didn't know Munoz was going to get battered. So it was a pretty good performance overall. Looking at the highest points, was a triple captain, and what a triple captain you would have got if you went with Harvey Barnes, 81 points. But in goal, Kepa, Kirk 6, Munoz -1, Al Nouri 14, Salah, Isaac, Sarr, Barnes, Murphy, Isaac, Marmoush, and Watkins, and there was the bench. Pickford in goal, well, not bad. As for the leagues, nothing's changed in the managers McDonald's league. We're still 5th. And it's still very close in the race for the Champions League spot. As for the Broomwood Mini League, as my mouse dies, very close again. 40 points now between me and Tyler, and these are this week and next week is probably what's going to determine if we catch him or if he stays top. Let's look at his squad actually. So he had Fabianski 0 points, Munoz -1. He had the double Newcastle defence, which was a bit concerning because obviously I needed the points for Dan Burn, but obviously I didn't want them to get 2 clean sheets because of that would have been loads of points. He got Eze, who missed a penalty. He captained Salah and Rogers Palmer, Isaac, Joe Pedro, Mateta, and obviously the back flying. So he's got a double Arsenal and a double Newcastle back line, which is good. But then obviously if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and he's going to be in trouble. It's going to be what he does this week is probably going to determine whether we go top or he stays top. There are double game weeks this week, so we need to be careful of that. Moving into the transfers though, we're probably not going to make a transfer because obviously there's a blank week next week. We do have 0.6 in the budget. I was potentially looking to replace Murphy for Barnes, but that's not going to happen. Oh, my mouse fucking keeps stopping for some reason. So looking at a team, we do have players that do have double game weeks this week. Man United fixtures, some good ones to be honest. Not playing 90. That's the worry, isn't it? Though, is there a better forward than Matessa right now? I could 8.2 million. Chris Wood. Oh, Chris Wood could be a good one. Joe Pedro. I know Tyler's got Joe Pedro. Some good fixtures to be honest as well. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it for now. But I potentially make the change for Wood. Oh my god, for fuck's... My mouse keeps dying. So yeah, probably for that game week 34, we could swap Mateta out. Which means picking the team is this. Sells in goal, Munoz, Virgil van Dijk, Saliba at the back, Saka, Fernandez, Salah, and Rogers, Isaac, Mateta, Marmoush. Now what I could do is I could use my triple captain on Salah. I might do that. Make the triple captain on Salah, and I hope he does well in the one game against Leicester, which they won. I believe it was Leicester 3-1, and he scored a goal. I do think he. Will get back some form. His form's not great right now, but points per match 9.9. So if you double that 18, triple captain, I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna make Salah the triple captain. Could I do Marmoush? Would be smart with a double game week. I'm gonna think about it, but we've got until Saturday, so we still got about a day and a half to decide if we're going to make the triple captain on Salah or make Marmoush a captain. The problem is, if I don't use my triple captain on Salah this week, I can't use him on any of these games because I don't think he'll do that much. And who else I could put it on? The problem is now, obviously, Arsenal now in the next round of the Champions League. Minutes will be a problem for Saka. Again, I could probably maybe find a game against Ipswich. I could probably put it on Isaac, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Should I wait until next week to put it on Isaac, or do I take the risk this week and put it on Salah or Marmoush, my triple captain? Let me know in the comments down below, and hopefully we can take top spot this week because we're running out of time. See you in the next one. Goodbye.